This program is brought to you by your president, Harry S. Truman, and his cabinet. Thank you. Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. My name is Harry S. Truman, and you're watching Fireside Chats 2.0. You know, I was just getting some reading done on my favorite book of all time, the Holy Bible, written by the big man upstairs himself. So you might be asking yourself, what is the purpose of these Fireside Chats? Well, for those of you who don't know, my predecessor of presidency and my ex-running mate, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, had a little something like this called regular Fireside Chats that he did over the radio waves to help keep the American public up to date with what was going on in the world and in their country. And I plan on carrying on that legacy. Now, I want to start off by answering a few questions that I've noticed a lot of the American public has been asking lately. So, let's get started, why not? It's good champagne. Now, to start off, people always ask me, Harry, why 2 bombs? Why were 2 bombs necessary to hit Japan with? More specifically, hit Hiroshima and Nagasaki? Well, I'll tell you. You see, dropping 1 bomb would have created devastation, no doubt, and it did. But dropping 2, now that not only created devastation, that created a statement. You see, we had to bluff, and they didn't call our bluff. When we dropped that 2nd bomb, we were hoping that it would go through their heads that, maybe the Americans have more bombs than just this. Maybe we should stop, or risk total annihilation. And our plan worked perfectly. And to those of you out there that question my decision making on the subject of whether or not I should have dropped the bombs, well, I ask you this. Put yourself in my shoes. You see a country attacking your home, and they have no intention of stopping. And you're faced with 2 options. Either accommodate to their needs, or make a stand and say, no, we will not be pushed further. And that is what I did. They were fully warned. They knew after their ally Germany had already surrendered that they were left alone. And it is a shame that it had to be done, but it had to be done. Now, the next question I always get asked is, Harry, what is containment and why is it so important to you? Well, here's my answer to that. Containment is the idea of stopping the spread of communism. Remember, don't spread the red. Trademark. Now, it's so important to me because you see places like Cuba that are so close to us falling to our enemies. And I'm sorry, I will straight come out and say it. Russia is not our ally. Our ways of lives are too different. You see, by their very nature, capitalism and communism do not mix. All they do is butt heads. It's unfortunate, but it's true. So, when I say contain, think of it more as me asking you to protect our way of life from being invaded by these communists. Oh my God. Now, see perfect examples of communism versus capitalism and democracy in the current conflict going on in Korea, which we are involved in. Now, it is unfortunate you see northern communist Korea attempting to invade southern democratic Korea. We cannot stand by as a country and let that happen. And that is why we have gotten involved. Are you comfortable? Is this comforting to you? See, that's what fireside chats are all about. Having the people's opinions heard and me responding to them. I want you to feel safe in my country. Whew. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you know what? You can just take this. I mean, just hold on to this. Just don't. I'll use this. Now, the last question I'm asked is, what of your Marshall Plan? What's so good about it? Why am I so adamant in asking for donations? Well, let me tell you. Now, I know a lot of you may or may not have fought in World War II, so maybe you haven't seen what kind of state Europe has been left in. They have been devastated. Places like London are left in complete ruin due to bombing raids. Also Germany after the occupation by the Allies. So, it is pivotal that we start the rebuild process. And they can't do it on their own. They need our help. They need our help to get back on their feet. Otherwise, I don't see why they couldn't follow the communists. Whew. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Fireside Chat 2.0. And please, tune in next week to hear all about what's going on in the world. Have a great night. No, have an American night. I'm your president, Harry S. Truman, saying, good night, America.